This video is going to go over what are the best attachments for the TAQ EVOLVERE LMG, which is the new LMG that dropped with the Season 1 Reloaded update. Now, the Season 1 Reloaded update, once again, did break the game, so some people were not able to actually get into Warzone. Also, if you do get into Warzone, it's kind of bugged out right now. So I am showing this class setup inside multiplayer for the time being. So take all these kind of loadouts and stats with a pinch of salt. But let's get straight into this. So the first thing, if you do want to pair this with any gun, then when it comes to an SMG, the Swarm is still king inside Warzone at the moment because I never actually got any nerfs whatsoever, which is really weird since it's the most used gun in the game. So it's a bit weird that it didn't really get nerfed with this update, but this is the best build for it. You do want to use the Spiral Flash Hider for the recoil control, the Bruin Heavy Support Grip again for the recoil control. You can go for the 50 or the 100 round mags, personal preference here, both are good choices. Then the Kimura laser is my personal preference, but you can choose something that helps with hipfire accuracy instead. And then we are using the factory stock. People do use the heavy stock instead, but personally I think the factory stock helps with that aim walking speed, and which is basically strafing speeds, which we do need to help win those 1v1 gunfights. Moving straight into the gun that we're actually here to see, which is the TAQ EVOLVERE LMG. Now this build is definitely a solid choice when it comes to this LMG right here. So you want to use the Spitfire suppressor, which is going to help with the recoil control and the range. We've got the Hound grip, which is going to help with gun kick control, idle stability, and recoil control. So it helps with pretty much everything recoil based. We are using the oily laser, which helps with aiming stability, aim down sight, and sprint to fire, which is obviously important for an LMG because they're super slow. And then we are using the Righteous long barrel, but also the Eviction heavy barrel helps with recoil control. Now obviously these might be slightly different inside Warzone, so we all need to see what that looks like. But again, like I said, the game's bugged out right now. So I do think the Righteous long barrel will be probably the best choice, especially since it gives you that bullet velocity and recoil control. And then here is where you can play around with this gun because the iron sights are very clean on the TAQ EVOLVERE. Like, I mean, super clean, so you don't really need it. You don't really need an optic. So you can go for the 50 round mags, and that's going to help with more movement based when it comes to this weapon to make it feel more like an assault rifle, which will definitely be very useful. Or if you don't really care too much about the movement stats and movement benefits, you can put on that Eagle's Eye optic, and that will definitely help out at super long ranges if you do need it, if I can find that here somewhere. So both are solid choices. Personally, I'd probably go for the 50 round mag and use the iron sights, but both are really good options here. In terms of how this gun actually handles, we'll show you that, but it does feel very similar to a gun like the RAL LMG in terms of movement speed, so it is a pretty slow LMG. It's not one of the quicker ones. And then in terms of recoil control, as you can see, this gun does not move. It's actually really good, and you can get a feel for the TTKs as well at range. But what is exceptionally good about this gun is the fact that it has pretty much no recoil, but LMGs have been pretty meta for a while inside this new Warzone, so I don't really see that changing. And as you can see, this gun absolutely fries, so this will be a meta weapon by far because it has a super fast fire rate, and also you can pretty much land your shots at any distance with this gun. So I highly recommend trying to level this one up over the SMG. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.